Here we are at the last few days of 2019. I thought it would be a good time to take advantage of this really nice weather. Today was, I think, close to 60 degrees, and that is not very common here. It's usually in the 20s at this time of the year. So, what better time to have the garage open and work in the evening on the BMW. And the basic things that I'm doing is fixing the oil leaks and getting my ignition fault fixed. I know for sure I have cylinder 8, I think, is under a misfire all the time, because I think it was running on 7 cylinders, maybe even 6, from where I keep it in another shed to the garage here. But that was, I haven't driven it much at all really in the past month. I just drove it a little bit one day and I noticed it was shuddering pretty good. It felt like a driveline issue because it was noticeable as you increase speed, and it wouldn't change. The engine wouldn't change with RPM. It would just be, sorry, it would change with the RPM, but it also changed with the ground speed. So I wasn't sure at first, but I know at idle you could definitely hear it was not running perfectly smooth. So anyway, I had known of this issue. I'd just been trying to find the time to do it in the space that I could do it at least close enough or have some light. And it's a lot better in here because I can leave it apart this week, and I have mostly all my parts. I think the only thing I need to worry about right now is I've got an oil leak in the valley here. You can kind of see where it's accumulated. I can't really tell if it's in the front, if it's running down the inside of the valve cover seals, or if there's possibly an oil cooler leak. It's kind of hard to tell because you can't see it really run down anywhere except for the front on both sides, and maybe just the pitch of the engine lets the oil accumulate in the back. I'm not really sure, so I might need to take a few things off, figure out what's going on there. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the condition. I mean, it looks like it, you know, it has some miles. It's not spotless. And obviously you can't really tell the condition of the chains without taking the tensioners off. That's a little dirt there from my pulling the cover off. And I can't really tell if the tensioners have been replaced at all. I'm gonna assume not, but I did notice that the coils, some of them have been replaced. This one for sure. That one maybe at one point, but that one looks original to me. Well, as a matter of fact, it has the date on there, 9 of 03. So someone has been in there before. These have been replaced on this side, 2 of them. And I have 2 more new ones, and I might just order 2 more to complete the set, just so I have it done. I have all the plugs. I haven't pulled them out yet. Not expecting to find anything strange, but we're doing it anyway since we're in here. But we're doing the valve cover gaskets, and then I do have my thermostat. I have a new thermostat. The engine coolant temperature doesn't get to full temperature no matter how much you drive it. I noticed that a little bit when I first purchased it in October, but in the wintertime it barely gets out of the cold range. So I'm assuming that the thermostat is stuck open. I'm hoping. I don't know really what else would be causing that. So I'll have to drain that coolant, and I'm also replacing the coolant as well. So I've got genuine BMW coolant to put in there on a new thermostat, and hopefully that takes care of the engine leaks / immediate engine maintenance I need to do. Obviously at some point I would like to take the front cover off and also service the Vanos. Take the cover off and replace the tensioners, maybe in the chains. But that'll be a bit down the road. The next major project will be the drive shaft intermediate bearing, or the center bearing, carrier bearing. And then I have a shifter rebuild. I purchased an E60 545i shifter and the actual shifter rod itself. Excuse me. Then I'll shorten the shifts and then a new handle as well. So I'll just refurbish the shifting, and then I purchased differential and transmission bushings. The differential will be interesting. I don't know, because you need to pull it out to do it. Again, I'm not worried about it, but it's, I'll have to. I didn't look at the condition of the bushings themselves. I just purchased them just so I have them. So hopefully after this oil leaks and getting the engine running good again, smooth, I'll tackle the drive shaft and the shifter functions. And then interior wise, I need to fix the cables for adjusting the seat backs. So I think this one, oh, I got the battery off. I know the driver's side needs fixed. It's very common. I'm not super worried about it, and luckily it's in a position where it doesn't really bother me, so I'm kind of been putting it off. But you can see I got the parts in here. So I purchased all this on FCP Euro, and I think this is a fuel filter. And then I have engine air filters, cabin air filters, and then priming ignition coils. The other one, and a coolant temperature sensor just in case that is another issue, which I don't think it is, but I just got it just because. Spark plugs, and yeah, that's where we're at with the car. I also need to fix this tire. It's got a slow leak. About 2 weeks it goes down. So that needs fixed, taken off, fixed, not a big deal, just gotta do it. And then I also, I should pull those out. I got retrofits for the lights and some LED fog lights that I'm pretty excited about. Should have just got this out before. I'm holding my flashlight next to the camera, kind of help with lighting. Hopefully it's not too distracting, well, I'm sure it's distracting, but hopefully it's helping more than it's hurting. But I got the E39 direct retrofit with D2S projectors. Should be a direct swap, and the headlights, and then I have the LED fog lights that I'm quite excited about. So I'll probably do those first. I don't know which ones I'll do first. They should be fairly straightforward to do. So. But yeah, I'm excited about these. These will be cool. These should be direct as well. Just gotta have your connectors. That should go in. So yeah, I'm a stickler for headlights, and I know the adjusters are broken on one side. I also got the adjusters for that, for the headlights, and then ballast, everything. I got harness, ballasts, bulbs, projectors. So that'll be done. I'll be done with the lights, and they should last me the life of my ownership. And yeah, I think that's pretty much where we're at right now. I'm gonna hopefully try to figure out if there's any other parts I need. I'd like to figure out where this oil leak is so I can order what I need in the valley. Otherwise I have everything else to do it. So yeah, I guess that's all I got on the car for now. Also, I mean, I don't really find it worth my time to do any how-tos on this. The E39 Source YouTube channel does a really good job at walking you through this process, the actual part numbers of the stuff you need. So I don't feel a need to actually make a how-to on how to do this. It's just been done. and it's been done well enough already. So it's more of just me talking about what I'm doing to my car itself and giving you updates along the way. Thanks for watching, and Happy New Year.